All the residents of the city were mobilized and tied the giant up with large ropes. Gulliver's Travels was written by Jonathan Swift, who was an Anglo-Irish satirist. Gulliver reached 8 countries in total in his 4 voyages. Lilliput, a land of tiny people. Brobdingnag, a land of giants. Laputa, a flying island. Balnabarby, a land of those who are interested in only mathematics and music. Lugnag, a land of those who don't die. Glubdubdrib, a land of those who can talk to the departed. Japan, an island nation in the Far East which had been closed off the world for a long time. Houyhnhnms, a land where gentle horses and greedy creature called Yahoo looks like human live. This time we'll show you his first voyage, Lilliput, a land of tiny people. Now let's get started. In 1699 Gulliver, who was a ship's doctor, boarded on the ship Antelope heading to East Indies. One night in November, he was washed ashore after a shipwreck. There lived a tiny people less than 6 inches tall, who are inhabitants of the island country of Lilliput. While Gulliver was sleeping deeply with exhaustion on the shore, the Lilliputians were surprised to discover the giant and reported to the Emperor of Lilliput. The emperor ordered them to take the giant to the palace. All the residents of the city were mobilized and tied the giant up with large ropes. They lifted him onto a big cart using many cranes and took him to the palace, pulled by hundreds of horses, spending a whole night. At first they were in fear of the giant, but they came to trust him after finding that the giant didn't have any idea to harm them. He helped them repairing their houses, watering the fields, and doing many things. After giving assurances of his good behavior, he was given a residence in Lilliput and became a favorite of the Lilliput royal court. One day Gulliver knew that there was a confrontation between Lilliput and their neighbor country Blefuscu about which end of an egg a person should crack. Both countries have been fighting each other for a long time. The emperor wanted to end the war and Gulliver went to Blefuscu to bring the war to an end. He gave victory to Lilliput after stealing Blefuscu's fleet. Pleased with the result, however, the emperor ordered Gulliver to reduce the island nation of Blefuscu to a province of Lilliput. But Gulliver thought that wasn't good, and didn't obey him. That displeased the emperor and the royal court. One night the palace of Lilliput turned into a fire. But they couldn't extinguish a fire due to lack of water. Then Gulliver put out the fire by urinating. They had a law that someone who urinates in the palace should be executed whatever the reason, so the royal court planned to give him a punishment by putting out his eyes, starving or poisoning. Gulliver escaped to Blefuscu to know that. There, he spotted and retrieved an abandoned boat and sailed out to be rescued by a passing ship, which safely took him back home with some Lilliputian animals he carried with him.
Please subscribe to my channel. We're gonna show you world masterpieces in about 15 minutes with manga. Manga is Japanese-style comics that is easy for everyone to understand. We're sure that you can grasp the context shortly.
See you next time.